pulled up on me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pulled up on me, man. Got to drive over here. Look at him. Hope you're a Lakers fan.
Oh, look, I told you, bro. I told you.
Okay. So I got my Kobe hat on. Yes, sir. We lit right now. This come down to Baltimore don't have a lot of platforms.
Yeah.
You know, we support everybody else platforms. We support Say Cheese, you know, Academics, Vlad. We support so many other people's platforms, but when they come to Baltimore and the talent that we have here, like, you know, who can they go to?
Exactly.
So, and shout out to the other, you know, people that's in the city that have platforms, man. I see a lot of, you know, creators in the city, man, doing the best that they can to kind of
like they creating the platforms,
yeah, bringing in a new wave, bringing in a new wave.
Because it's like, it really is a lot of talent here. And a lot of people, they don't see it because, you know, you don't have like our platforms on that mainstream level, of course, that's going to push it, right? So it's like, you know, now you have people like you who have those platforms that can push it for you and get you, you know, to that level. So, you know, people just got to start believing in it and seeing it and supporting it.
Yeah.
You know, because then that's how you make it something. That's how you make it grow. So I see it, man. Like your numbers be growing like quick. Like it, you know, 1 week it could be 5,000 subscribers, and then, you know, a week or two later it could be like at 7K, 8K. So that means what you're doing is working. So, you know, people should really be trying to get behind you and support you and stand tall with you because you make it work. You know how it works.
Yeah. You know, but it's a lot that comes with it. You know, a lot of people, they want instant results, right?
Not realistic.
They don't want. They instantly hear, oh, you've been monetized, and they automatically think, oh, he's making so much money. How can I get in?
Right.
And not understanding that, you know, it's a time. You know, it's preparation. It's work ethic. It's so sacrifice. So many things that go in. Even this platform you have right here, like you can't get caught up in the critics because, you know, it'll definitely mess with the fabric, you know what I'm saying? The creative spirit that you have, because that stuff come and goes, and real recognize real. They're going to always gravitate to, you know, original, authentic. It's always been like that. It's never going to change, no matter how much money is behind the machine to smother out the truth, you know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, you continue to just pursue, you know, your vision, your journey with this platform right here. I'm more than confident this shit gonna come out the ground.
Already, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And I didn't even know for real what to do with it. Like
it's innovative. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's original.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I ain't like jumped on my shit and did a whole smoked out interview.
But people they want to see that, and they definitely want to see that now.
When I moved to Cali, it's on. We lit. But here in Baltimore, nope.
You know
they watching, man. They watching. Big bro always paying attention. Got to. That's why our shit happens the way it do for a reason. Even with this election, man. Okay. Have you seen both the debates yet? Did you watch them?
I've seen them both.
How did you feel when you turned off the first one with Trump?
I didn't have no type of confidence in either one of them. Like I didn't. I mean, because you could just see it. It's like it's going downhill, and it's not even about, you know, because a lot of people, they pointing out the class of it, you know, when they saying like, oh, you know, they not good candidates to be presidents. Look how they acting. It wasn't even about that. Nobody said anything about a plan. Nobody said we gonna, you know, do this by February 23rd. Like it was no concise plan. It was just
a bunch of
just attacking each other. And of course, you know, when we watch them, you gonna be entertained by it. Like, of course, like you gonna watch it. You know, this is what happened in 2016. It was 2015. Right. You know, it was like you would watch it and you see them going at each other, and you like, you know, you're not tripping about it because you thinking he wouldn't have won to be president.
Right.
But it's like we were laughing at it and being entertained by the things that they were doing, and then, you know, look what happened. But even then, nobody is talking plans. Like nobody is is saying anything that will make me say, okay, you get my vote.
It's tough, you know, because
Yeah.
it was a parody. It was a bunch of nonsense. It was a reality show.
Yep.
And all people got out of it was shut up, right? He called him a clown.
Yep.
Right? Look at
that's all they were talking about.
Now look at the vice presidential debate. What did they talk about? The fly.
The fly. That's all they were talking about was the fly. And Kamala Harris's facial expressions. Like that. Nobody was talking about anything else but those two things.
It's a reason why I made sure to watch these, because when Barack was elected, they told us that we elected this man based off of the color of his skin.
Right.
We knew nothing about politics, the laws, and none of that, the bills, and to a degree, there were some of us that didn't.
Right.
But in our defense, there was a campaign called Vote or Die. You remember?
Yeah.
You were in school with us.
Right.
And they was on our ass.
Right.
In the cafeterias. Now, if they took that same amount of time, energy, and effort in educating us on the policies and the different ways we can be effective in, creating laws and signing them into legislation, then maybe we would be, primed and informed about why it's important to vote. But instead, they forced us and put emphasis on just vote.
Exactly.
Just vote. And
that's the first time we experienced that when, in 2008 with President Obama.
Yeah.
It was like, I remember even in the textbooks.
This is our generation? Like,
like the textbooks. Like, they took away them English textbooks that we had and had Obama all in it and everybody, like, that's the first time in my life when I felt like, oh, dang, I gotta vote, because I had everybody in my ear. I go to church. You gotta vote. You gotta vote. Like, no matter where I went, I would hear it. But like you said, and I agree with you 100%, they don't teach you that you got to be hard on your legislators. They are the ones that's going to your presidents and talking to your presidents and telling them, this is the laws and these are the things that we got to put into play.
Well, how can we create a bill?
Yeah, exactly.
Do we even know how can we get something signed in Congress if we don't even know how to create a bill?
Right.
Our only means to change, or at least how we've been conditioned, is to start some shit, right? Burn some shit down, basically throw a temper tantrum.
Get attention.
Basically.
Yeah.
And it's not to speak any ill will towards our people's frustration and how we choose to release that frustration. Because that's real. And no victim, you can't tell any person that's been, affected by this shit how to respond. Like, that's just not how the approach should be. You know what I'm saying? It's like telling a woman who's been sexually assaulted how to dress, and maybe she should have done things.
Right.
No, nigga, it should have been men out here not to move on some crazy ass way. Like,
right. So they should have been taught how to be men.
Exactly.
Yep.
Our women, I don't care if she running down here ass naked. You should be man enough not to touch that woman.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. Like, where's the integrity and the morals to it? But again, this isn't something that just, happened this year. This is like chapter 5081. Yeah. We just forgot after 9/11. We just was just,
It's something we gotta keep reliving.
Yeah.
Yep. So so with you and your standpoint, and I'm glad you actually brought it up. So when you think about voting, like, where do you stand with it? Like would you vote, or do you plan on voting? Like, where's your mindset at when it comes to voting? And I already know you're not the only one that feels this way, because I see it. And after everyone saw, like you said, the first debate, and even after the second debate, people make it clear, like, I'm not voting.
Right.
Like, I don't
just
care
holding. Like, I like to say that better. I'm just withholding my vote.
Yeah.
Until I feel like at this point you've earned it.
Gotcha.
Because if this vote is so empowering, right, so powerful, so liberating.
Yeah, you see what they doing?
Why are we just so
pushing
freely,
for it?
Right, but why are we so freely to give it away?
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's so many things that, again, I'm not opposed to voting, but voting or showing up to the ballots is half of the work. Mm-hmm. You have to have capital. This is America. You know what I mean? These politicians, they touch billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Win or lose.
Oh, do what you do, man. We just talking. You the driver. You got this.
What happened? Oh.
No, he said he was supposed to turn right there.
But yeah, win or lose, these politicians, they touching money, man. Billions of dollars. You know, look at Trump. He pretty much offered all of the seats around him for sale. And this is how you got so many people and experience at their positions because they paid for it, right?
They paid for the seats.
What's her name? Nancy Pelosi. All of these people that's in charge of these positions have no experience whatsoever. Why? Because Trump is a businessman. And as soon as he knew that he was going to become president, it was time for the money.
Right.
And it was literally an auction for all those positions, and the people you see alongside him today, they paid to be beside that man.
To sit with him. And that's true. And I agree with you. And that's why I tell people, like, it's so important that we go after legislation. Like, we have to make sure that we are putting the pressure onto the people who actually go through the process of being actual politicians, so that they can be the ones to go up against these people who have paid seats. Because then these are the people that we have control and power over.
Yes.
These are the people that, you know, we, and not even control and power in a way, because I don't want people to take it as if, like, you know.
These people that we have to hold accountable.
Yes, exactly. We got to go to their office. That's just like when you go in the middle of a street or down the street and you see speed cameras everywhere and speed bumps. You want to know why? Because the community was complaining. The community made it an issue to go to politicians and let them know we need this. So, you know, they made the phone calls and they did what they had to do to make that happen. So it's like we gotta make sure we invest in that energy into them. Like, these are the people we put into office. They have to do that. But we, especially in our community, we don't do that. You know, we so content. Like, and it's like we gonna make it work no matter what it is. Like, it's like I'm good. Like, and I see it. You know, I have people tell me, like, man, the government don't control my life. Like, I'm good. Like, regardless of who in the office, I'm gonna eat today, I'm gonna eat tomorrow, I'm gonna eat the next day. But it's just more so thinking about people who have control over how much money you kicking out on a daily basis. You know, people who have power over, you know, when you think about healthcare, the people who have power over, you know, when you go on to jobs, how much money do you actually make? Like, so these are the people that we gotta really hold accountable. And your presidents, they just in the office and they like, you know, what decision do I have to make today? And they waiting for these people who are on the actual field. So it's like they come to the presidents and they're telling the presidents, this is what you have to do. And the president like, well, you back this up. You have the research. I believe you. Whole time, it could be wrong. It could be right. But it's like, it's something that a decision that they're willing to make. So we got to get those people who are going to be going to the presidents and going into, you know, those meetings and those judicial meetings where they're making decisions and putting laws into play, so that we are on their mind and they know, you know, what it is. So but I get what you're coming from, man. It's just like when you look at your candidates, it's just like.
See, we have to understand that at the end of the day, there's not going to be a candidate that represents us. Why? Why?
Yeah.
Because America, we're not talking body count, just, you know, we're talking about wealth and power.
Yeah.
This is catered to white folks in this country. So therefore, the systems that's in place have exclusive loopholes and things of that nature that benefit white people.
Yeah.
We have to understand that.
Yep.
Now, of course, up until, I believe, the 90s, that's when Democrats, I think Clinton, if I'm not mistaken, Clinton was the first Democrat that started appealing to our community.
Right.
Prior to Bill Clinton, they were all Republicans.
Yep.
Dominant. And people get on this, you know, this Democrat shit so much, I'd be like, even Trump, I'm like, in my opinion, he's not our worst president. Like, Ronald Reagan was our worst president of all time.
He is the one who opened the door and created everything.
Some crackheads right over there.
Yep.
Still right now in 2020, bro.
He is the one. He is the one. Like, everything that you see that has impacted our community has been a result of Ronald Reagan. Man. Absolutely.
And as far as I'm concerned, you know, we'll get into it definitely, but I feel like, you know, Trump is this boogeyman complex behind it, where black folks are just so scared of this. Like, come on, bro. Like you said, the reason why some of our people are so confident that they don't care about who's the president, because they understand the power of the hustle. Yeah. They understand how America works. It's ran off capital. Yep. If you ain't got capital, you get no results.
Exactly.
You got money, you get the results you're looking for.
Yep.
The Jews was just protesting.
Influence.
Think about it. The Jews was just protesting, right? Last week, you can look it up. In New York, right? Because of the COVID violations, they were burning stuff up and all that, right? The Jews in New York. Police was out there. No riot gear, no nothing. Why is that? Because there's millions upon billions of dollars that they have invested into those communities, invested into the system. If you touch one hair on one of the people in the communities, you're done.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You know what I mean? If something happens to us in this country,
and that capital runs our country.
Come on, bro. They was burning shit down and all that. And the police was out there silent, just sitting there overseeing, because it's nothing they can do. They know that their jobs would be, in jeopardy if they even think about that. But with us, it's almost as if we're free game.
Right. We have no value. Whatever way we go with it, that's how people look at it. And it's like that's just not the case, because it's like now people are fighting, for your vote. Like, because they see now, and I think that there's been major things that have happened, over the years, that they're starting to see that, okay, maybe there's this dark figure of black folks that we weren't aware of, so it's like we're starting to see the numbers, like they making an impact, and they're starting to see it even in money. Like, more black people are starting to identify, hold on, I don't gotta do this. I could hustle for myself. I could build my own revenue. Banks. Killer Mike just opened a bank. Already he's at the highest percentage ever for a bank opening for the first time. And he's, already meeting his numbers. So it's like they're starting to see these things. So people are now like, oh, that's why you got PS4 saying Black Lives Matter and all these other people saying Black Lives Matter, because they don't want to lose not only your revenue,
there you go,
but they don't want to also lose the support. Like, black people, of course, we support all this stuff. Like, we keep a lot of this stuff afloat. So
most exploited, right?
Yeah,
most influential.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to be a part of the black experience, right? But no one wants to acknowledge the hardship and the trauma that's been haunting our people. Again, we can have a conversation about accountability from within, because that's another conversation we need to talk about. Consistency. It's all kind of, it's 2020,
Right.
It's a lot of things that we can address, but to go back into the politics and the political system and how bad it's failed our people miserably, it's damn near disrespectful at this point to like be upset at folks who want to don't want to vote anymore. Like, I didn't vote in the last one, and everyone voted for Hillary. She won popular vote, yet
she didn't get
so again, popularity vote is just something to appease the masses. At the end of the day, if there's more seats in the House, and even the representatives that represent the people, right, in Maryland, it could be 1 seat, 2 seat, whatever, they could easily go against the well wishes of the people and who they elected over money and select, I'm going with Donald. They hit us with this whole, like, at least when it all started, that they were going to vote for Trump because of the election of Obama, like some like form of retribution. You know what I mean? When in reality, that man was elected because people got tired of. Honestly, I feel like people are losing faith in the political system.
Yeah, it's changing.
After Bush, they knew that the next figure after him had to represent the people, had to be the man of the people, and who, more better and perfect and prime and fit than Barack Obama.
Right.
You can't find another sharper individual like that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Diverse. Was able to reach everybody.
It was what we needed, but at the same time, we got too caught up. We got too caught up in the Mr. Black president and not realizing that we need results. They when we look back in history, they're gonna say that so many of our people were killed during his term. They already talk about it like so much, some of the worst things happened under his terms. You know what I mean? That's how they try to set it up. When we just talked about Reagan, it can't get no worse than that. But
right.
The point is, we got to start understanding that we got to try a different approach. We got to change it up, switch it up, because insanity is doing the same shit, expecting different results. And I know you heard that a million times.
Yeah.
And I'm 30. I voted for Barack when I was 18. So I feel like I have a right. I have a say-so. We not children anymore, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We tax-paying citizens. We
a part of the system.
Right.
Yeah,
So we
a part of the system.
We have a say now. Don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna, condemn anyone out here that's voting. You don't see me out here influencing people not to do anything. I tell you what I'm gonna do, and I leave it at that. But already, you can just tell the influence. It gets people triggered.
Yeah.
I spoke my opinion, and I got a response. I got a response from people in my community. They were like so upset and devastated when I said like
that you wasn't gonna vote.
Like, you know what I mean?
When I saw, I was like, yo, Thomas,
man.
what are you doing? What are you talking about? You're not gonna vote? Like,
man.
wait, hold on, we ain't gonna do this on here. Like,
right.
Because when all the messages came, I was like, nah, we not gonna do this.
Then you seen that debate.
It was like
Homer Simpson. You went Homer Simpson in the
I
bush.
was like, nah, we not gonna. I was like, yo, let's talk about this.
Nah,
we definitely gonna talk about this. And actually, we pulled up. So we right now at MoeNikkis Kitchen.
Oh shit!
So we about to get some food real fast, and we gonna come back and we gonna finish this talk. You know, it's not a debate like that. You see, like just two brothers having conversations, man. Like sometimes you gotta see where people coming from. Like you just don't know. Like and it's experience. And he said a lot of real stuff. He said a lot of real stuff, but at the end of the day, it's up to you all. You listen to me, you listen to him. You know,
think
but
for yourself.
Just think for yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Be an individual.
Just think for yourself and really, you know, feel things out. Don't listen to nobody. Just know what it is. So we definitely gonna be right back. We about to go get this food, and we gonna come back in. I got you one, you one. Yeah, we got.
Yo, funny. I gotta get out, yo. I gotta get out, yo. Hold on, I gotta get out, yo. I'm blocked there. Hold on, yo.
I want you to.
So funny and shit. She say my shit so corny. Thomas Butler.
Yeah, I already got y'all's labeled out and everything. You feel me?
Alright.
I don't want y'all to.
Hey, yo, can you move up? Hey, shut the door for a second. Just move up a tad bit. I ain't even fucking good. Hold on. Let me get out. Let me get out. I want to get out in hug mode. Let me get out in hug mode. I can't hug.
Can you get out?
Oh, no, the pole I can't get out. That's why I say you can remove it for a second. I can't open the door because of the pole and shit. Yeah, thank you, bro.
I've been good. It's good to see you. That's the slickest man on earth. You heard me? Like, yo. Use the man. How you been, Thomas? Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I just, we in that bitch parlay right now.
I know. I was like, oh, y'all.
My fiance Peoples passed away on this day here, so we just celebrate. So I'm trying to keep them up, instead of down, But y'all know how it is. And yeah, I be 30 this year. Yeah, it's all right. It's all
Next
right.
year.
We look good for our age, But I start college back up tomorrow, so I'm trying to get that out the way, The owner called me, because I met him before, so y'all know I go to Stratford. So he was like, oh, you almost done. He loves Baltimore, so he like, yo, do this. You feel me? Do this shit. Get this shit over with. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you
got the owner behind you. The owner.
Okay. You feel me? So I was like, yo, that's a blessing for him to call me personally. But I just feel honored to, be a part of y'all.
Already. That's what I'm saying. Yo.
Like, for real, yo. This you hug a period. Like,
get
yo,
in,
we,
I
like,
y'all
really
get
doing
in. I want a picture with y'all.
Let's do this shit.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
Hey.
You get on the other side.
Hold up, you gotta lift your shit up, yo. Hey, can you pop the trunk for me before? Hey, bro.
Yeah, you gotta show the food, man.
I had to kind of cut.
Oh, this is yours right here, Jay.
You talking to the right one, boy.
Yeah, Thomas, you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're talking. You so random, man. Random as hell. That's why we always link up every few months. I'd be like,
I love that nigga to death, yo. It's nothing that I wouldn't be for.
I was gonna say grab your cup and She getting inside?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all
I said, lift up your cup.
Yeah, so you get inside so that we can get you and then we get one with the food.
I got you, man. This shit empty anyway. Hold up. All right. Yeah.
So what's this like?
Oh, there you go. There we go.
Shit, they
I
got
was waiting for you.
lights. Okay, what's
It's the wine.
man?
It's the
I
wine.
ain't even know y'all had this.
Yeah, you know,
I
I had to
really
set it
got
up
here
way
with the
too much.
golds and everything. Yo, digital hall.
Yeah, already. Yo, we gotta show y'all this, man. We gotta show you this love. Look at this.
You know.
Look at this. MoeNikkis Kitchen.
I already ate mine
man.
already. That's how good that shit was.
Kitchen.
They
I'm
come
certified.
on. Yep. Just got the LLC, not playing no games.
Attend Stratford University. You
Yeah,
know, shout out
already.
to my college,
Oh man,
you know.
Thomas, we gotta get your sub, man.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. We gotta get the smiles. Hey, look at that. Cheese. Life is good.
Yeah, already.
Feels good to know
I'm
that.
trying to eat, yo. I
Eat,
ain't gonna-
eat your food, man. Shout out to my
Yeah.
fiance, she be throwing out too. You
Yeah,
heard me? Neat where you
already.
at, baby?
Yo, look, I was like, oh man, Mo, we want it behind. Can we put it in the oven?
I couldn't, yo.
No, I know, but it's
wish I
cool.
could have, like, my
Niggas
girl was
never
like, oh
satisfied.
my
Because
God.
look-
She was so, like, disappointed. Like,
Nope, she
I
good.
wanted y'all to be, you know. So I'm like,
Nope, she
man,
good.
I appreciate
Because when you think
y'all.
about it, when the ketchup be sitting on the fries and they be soggy,
It's
The
the
best.
best.
it be the best thing.
I thought it was just me.
Nah,
like, it's
it be
the
the best.
best. Yes, indeed.
Nah,
I want y'all to enjoy that, though. Y'all gotta let me know and slide through.
you know we
Like,
already.
man.
Tell them about yourself, Mo. You gotta let them know. Like, tell them all the food you serve. Tell them about
I
everything.
serve. Look, we got the crab cake egg rolls. That's our thing. That's the main thing. You know, with our famous sauce that we're always talking about.
Always. Never let up.
Yours.
Always.
Yeah.
I done had
You know.
people I ain't talked to in years coming through.
That's true,
I
yo.
never talked to you in
A
years.
lot of
like-
digital fam, you feel me?
Yeah,
So,
already.
you know, we cook a lot of stuff. Like, we'll even take ideas from you guys. So, you feel me? Like, if y'all be like, whip this up, you know, my lady, she's more of a soul food type of person. I'm more of a, like, uppity restaurant type thing. So, we know how to make damn near everything.
Mhm.
You know, so it's just like, you know, let us know what's happening. We got everything.
Already.
It's about 2 Philly cheesesteaks. You know?
Yo, Tom, you gotta pull the
Cheese,
I got
fish,
you.
you
Hold
get
up.
whatever
You
you
gotta let
want.
'em know.
You get 2,
Hold up.
1,
Yeah.
whatever.
You gotta let 'em
feel
know.
me? We do deals as well. You know? Look at my man Thomas. It feels so good to see you, Thomas, for real, yo.
No, just like.
So
yeah,
now,
everybody come through.
before we get like tell the people what made you want to jump into the lane, you know, of chef and cooking, you know, blessing people with your food, man.
All right, well, you know, since high school, everybody knowing me for dancing. So, you know, I wanted to, you know, I felt like I accomplished my goal by being local. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be local. Once I got local, I said I wanted to try something different. Everybody was going to college and to school for the same things, and being a chef was not one. So I was like, it was like only one person, and that was Tyrese. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah,
Tyrese.
yeah.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Tyrese.
Yeah.
You feel me? We was actually, both of us was actually enrolled in BIC before it was called Stratford University.
Okay.
But I never got the chance to go because of my job. They wouldn't even support me. You know, at the time, they couldn't. I'm not going to say they wouldn't. They couldn't.
Okay.
You feel me?
I was
So,
gonna call them bums. My
shout
bad.
out,
Oh, look, yeah,
shout out to Downtown
look,
Partnership. Shout out to Downtown Partnership. They
Shout out,
definitely
shout out.
supported me. You know, they still support me to this day. You feel me? But I wanted to try something different, and I seen everybody from Digital Harbor doing different things, and I really applaud y'all because we are different, and I love it. You feel
Yeah.
me? So I wanted to do something different as well. I have bigger goals and bigger dreams. You feel me? I want to go to Paris. It's not that I just want to go there to see what it's like. I want to go there to learn the food. I want to learn all different type of cultures and bring it together because, we all need to come together. You feel me?
Absolutely, man.
At the end of the day, we got to learn how to come together. So, you know, that's why
That's Mo, yeah.
I want to, that's why people be like, the locks, the whole locks thing, that's a culture thing for me. That's always why I grew my locks. You know what I'm saying? I don't call them dreadlocks because there's nothing dreadful about them. You know, black is beautiful.
Yeah,
but
already.
You know what I'm saying?
Blackness, you see the shirt, man.
Exactly. You know, so that's why, you know, I really do a lot of things for culture, y'all, and for love. You feel me? Because I see a lot of races and everybody just going against one another, and it's not worth it. We all need each other. And if we all come together as one, we be unstoppable. Especially
man.
us black people, man. We more powerful than we think. We kings and queens out of here. You feel me?
Yeah.
They just
You
don't
gotta embrace
realize.
that. You gotta embrace it.
I tell my daughter every day, you my princess, and when you get older, you gonna be a queen. You heard me. So she always be telling people, I'm a princess. That's right.
Yeah,
you know?
see? Yep. You gotta embrace it. You gotta instill it. Like, you gotta be the one.
Yep.
Already.
So I just, you know, I encourage everybody to keep doing what they doing, yo. Like, for real, shout out to Digital Hub. Like, yo, I brag about us every day. It's nothing nobody can say to me about
All
Digital
the time,
Hub.
yeah, all
Period.
the time.
You know, and they be like, when they talk about the new kids nowadays, I be like, I don't know what you're talking about, because my class and certain classes before them, yo, we made history. Like, I don't care what nobody say, yo. Real talk, and we only lost a couple of people. Rest in peace to them. You feel me?
I'm gold.
That's why I tell y'all every time I see y'all, I love y'all and I applaud y'all, and y'all doing an awesome job. And if anybody need help with something, man, call me. You know?
Already.
We got each other back. Let's do this, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, even like this, I appreciate y'all doing this. Like coming on this on the platform.
Thomas, I've really been looking for you.
For real, yo.
I swear to God, like, Thomas, I know we ain't been close in high school, but yo, I care about every last one of y'all, yo.
Thomas just got back on Facebook. That's why he
Instagram.
Yeah, all right.
There you go.
Instagram all this time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
I ain't going nowhere, man.
I know,
and it's funny
yo.
because I've always supported you along the way. You know what I mean? From where I've been at in the perspective, but. When the reunion happened, the first one, because then you came to the second one, right?
I came to
the second one.
Yeah, I
okay.
missed the first one. I was
The first one was like a revealing moment, you know, entering there, because I'm like, if there's any like old memories or things from 10, 12 years ago, I'm not that dude anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's me, right? That's me, right?
So
right.
I went into the reunion hugging everybody, regardless, and happy to hear what they had to say, because there was a moment where I was like, I couldn't see us doing it right. I ain't going to no reunion. But shit, niggas started dying.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit started happening. 2016 became one of my worst years. I lost one of my closest friends. So my perception and perspective on life, I was just like, I ain't got time to complain. Or, you know,
real tough.
We got power in today, right now. You know
Real
what I'm saying?
tough.
Let me let you know I love you now. So that
Real
way
tough.
you ain't got to worry about when the motherfucker pass away and, you know, the fake little captions, they wait until a nigga die. Nah, fuck all that. You knew exactly how I felt. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's liberating. I ain't gonna lie. It's like no words can really describe the feeling of being in this position that we in right now. Because I feel like it's only the beginning.
That's how I feel, Tom. It's like real talk,
yo.
Like, for real. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Every time a black person die, I don't even care, like, if they deserved it. Yo, that shit hit me. Yeah. No, I don't mean to curse.
Oh, no, you good. You gonna say that? You already said it like 10
I know, but I just thought about it like, oh my God, I'm all cursing.
Oh, no,
you know,
good.
But, you know, like, that, it hurts. It hurts. Like, it hits me, you know, and definitely when it hits home, you feel me? And our class, like, yo, our school, period, yo, like, we are, like, a lot of us is still standing compared to a lot of schools that graduated with us, yo.
Yeah.
You feel me? And a lot of us is doing a lot of great things. A lot of us probably may feel like we not, but honestly, we is.
Yeah.
We making a difference.
Yep.
Even if you just had a kid, you still making a difference.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I love my daughter. You feel me? Serenity. And everybody be like, you had your daughter? You're damn right. Yeah, you're damn right. That's my baby. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, yo, I want y'all to continue doing what y'all doing. Y'all definitely can hit me up.
Already, man. I got you. Look, I'm about to say, it's connected now. There's no excuse.
And y'all know
no
shit.
Excuse.
Shit go left, you know. I'm still it. No, I'm just
I want to bring
I'm
you
just
on,
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I want to bring you. I gotta do the disclaimer. Kevin Hart out this motherfucker.
I'm dead. Thomas still a geek. Oh,
but now I want to bring you on a platform.
Okay.
And we're gonna do an interview, man, via Zoom, and we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Man. It's your
awesome.
moment. It's your day. Me and Rel, we made a moment, episode 2,
you.
and it was one of our best, highlights of the season. And
Right.
it's the reason why I'm reaching out to the people that I know, because I know that all of us in our individual journey, we go through those low moments where it feels like, yo, don't nobody care. You want to give up, and you're not knowing that there's people watching you, depending on you to get them through that day.
Yeah.
And the biggest takeaway from my shit is hearing people tell me all of the beautiful things about me that I never even knew. Living in my journey thinking that ain't nobody caring about me, man.
The whole time people watching
you. Get what I'm saying? Telling me stories about myself that I might have forgot. I did the interview, shout out His, Coach His, the things he's doing. Like, he's telling me all the stories, because we grew up together before he went to digital. And he was telling me, like, bro, you was so much to me. And it hit. Because I'm like, damn, I never knew that. You know what I mean?
Especially when they advance, like they further than you. It's like it really throw you off.
It's like, wow. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy though? I'm gonna share this with you though, Thomas. You had a smart ass mouth back in high school. But I'm gonna tell you something, yo. I used to be like, yo, Thomas got a smart ass mouth, but that man is intelligent. And a lot of y'all, I used to talk to the other dudes, like a lot of y'all can learn some stuff from him. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, yo, his mind is on straight. Oh no, cause this, that, and that. Oh, you hating? Going about your business. This class 09. Y'all already know how I carry. You hating? I don't even care. We ain't. You feel me? I ain't care. If we had an issue. If I had an issue with anybody in our class or what have you, I got y'all back to the fullest. I ain't really let nobody talk down about y'all. You feel me? Like, we had our ups and downs, but hey, everybody
kids, right?
Yeah.
Rough around
the edges.
We coming from Baltimore.
Yes, indeed.
These niggas out here, you know what I'm saying? 15, 16 out here getting it. So it's like when you look at us in the journey, you got to take the whole journey in its totality. Today we're not in our final form.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
And it's like sometimes we get out of ourselves and not realizing, it's like we are exactly where God, the Creator, wants us to be. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Your 20s was supposed to be full of mistakes and mess up. How else are you gonna learn about success without that?
Exactly.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
You have little to no experience being away from your parents, making decisions as an adult. That's why I always had questions about college and things of that nature and how people view it, because it's like, technically you're like 4 or 5 years old on your own. You know what I mean? It's a different ball game. You know what I'm talking about? These past 10 years of trying to figure out
Still
life. Trying to figure out
priorities, bills, and excuses.
That's a continuing
That's
excuses get you no results. You know what I mean? Like, I understand it. We all have, this is Baltimore, we all have a struggle story. It ain't just the Wire. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, people need results. Things like you said, you have a beautiful child, so it's like all the things that you went through is what it is. But at the end of the day, that can't be the reason why you can't take care of your business and provide. You know what I mean? So,
having my daughter saved my life. I know a lot of people say that, but she saved my life. As y'all know, I was into a lot of street stuff.
You was?
Yeah, Thomas.
You was dancing, man.
I was banging.
Well, I know.
Thomas, I don't think you never seen it.
Yeah,
Thomas,
I know for
Thomas
sure.
used to walk past like this dancing
all
motherfucker.
my memories and recollections of you is just full of energy and life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I know.
I don't have any memory of you in a low moment or a spot. You know what I'm saying? It was always smiles and good energy. So that's why I said, it's funny how it is from a distance, from like when you know a motherfucker, right?
Yeah, yo. A lot of y'all.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, where MoeNikkis at now, I'm proud of her, because I know, like, since 9th grade, know. I know. So it's like, bro. She came a long way, man, a long way. Mo used to be like, yo, we gotta run up on these. Mo, I ain't about that life. Like, we
real funny as shit.
Mo, wait a minute. Let me talk to you.
I didn't even care. Yeah. Oh my God, bro. You remember those days? That's crazy.
I said, we was young kids.
Damn,
very impressionable and shit.
Yeah.
You look at that person and look at Mo today, you'll be laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
That was woof. I'm looking at my old Facebook post from 10 years
but even
ago.
like you said,
like, oh my God.
You be looking back like, I was a clown.
Yeah. That's how I be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Just be saying stuff.
But I learned a lot going to digital, yo. You know what I loved about digital, though, y'all? That we had a lot of different race and people from different countries. You know, like, I learned a lot from that, yo.
Yeah.
And still to this day, I still be telling people about different things that I learned back in high school from them.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they be like, oh, you went to a diverse high school. Yes, it was the best. It was the best. Like, yo, like, I don't know about y'all.
You been down there recently? You seen the new renovations and
yeah.
No, you got y'all been down there?
No, because Miss Veltri, she be posting it.
Man.
What?
Yeah,
I ain't got Miss Veltri up there.
They built some luxury, what was it, like suites or homes or something right in front of the school. So
yeah.
That whole view is gone.
But they also did some new stuff in the school.
Y'all trying to do some alumni type stuff down
we had to.
there?
Like I said, Davon, he's been asking for our class specifically, you know, the alumni to come back and support the program. Of course, with COVID and everything, it's put things on ice, right?
Yeah.
And it's October. It's like, damn, this shit's still in a state of
give
emergency.
us more time to plan, though.
Right.
Exactly.
But, you know, like I said, as far as the generation of the day and things of that nature, man, we got to create that bridge.
Yeah.
And extend it back, because the kids of the day, they see the banners, right? I went down, I don't know if you know that, like, I went down there during the reunion, and I went to the gym, and I seen all the banners. And,
oh, for real?
You know, listen, man, we really helped build the school that you see today.
That's what's
and it's so gratifying to go
real.
in and see what we worked so hard for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
I
only
see
right.
a lot of things down there. Actually, I had went down there probably like last year, and there was a lot of things from our class that, you know, we worked hard for, and it's crazy because I'm like, damn, I remember this. Like, I remember us working on this. I remember us talking about that. And it's just like, yo, class 09, yo, we definitely did a lot.
As a part of the school.
We definitely did a lot. Like, I'm not saying no other classes did, but
I mean, yeah, you know, because you got like 06, 07, 08, 09.
course.
Yeah, but it's like you.
It's something about 09, right?
Yeah.
It's because we made
the
it.
teachers, you know, they didn't want us to come back.
It was the final. It was the final piece in the puzzle.
Final piece.
Because we made it a high school.
Yep.
When we came on board in 05, it wasn't a high school until we made it complete of 4 years.
Exactly.
And that's when it became a school. You know what I mean?
Remember when we did our freshman prank?
Oh, no. On that.
Thomas Jersey.
Man.
Yo, we went downstairs in NAF. You remember when NAF was down there?
Yeah.
Oh my God. We done printed so many papers.
You telling secrets niggas trying to figure out answers for now.
Nah, ain't no secret. We got suspended. We was
supposed to get expelled, but they was like, look, we just gonna suspend y'all. They like, y'all good kids. We know it was a prank, you know.
But you know, it was cool though, because they schooled us and they said that's the people down in that school. They like, you know, like a brotherhood, sisterhood in the sense that when you think about sports, when you think about, you know, everything else, y'all all come together.
We was together. We definitely was together.
Yeah, so it's like, dang, I ain't thinking like that.
I was like, damn, sorry, Nev.
I know, right? Like,
but still pay your rent.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Right? Oh man.
That feels great.
But look, I definitely just wanted to kind of introduce y'all to Mo, man. Moe's and Nikki's Kitchen, y'all. I'm gonna have all the information.
You gotta say it right.
What is it?
It's MoeNikkis Kitchen.
Oh man, you got Mo and Nikki's.
It's MoeNikkis. Maybe you read
MoeNikkis.
Yeah,
Kitchen.
it's my name. Her name is Neek.
So you put it together.
But she wanted it to be my name, so it's like.
But it still worked out, yo. Okay, that's dope. All right, I'm wrong, y'all. I'm gonna cut that out, probably. Look at
I'm
me.
dead. You ain't gotta cut it out.
But look, it's MoeNikkis Kitchen LLC. Don't forget the LLC, y'all. Make sure y'all support. I'm gonna have all that information. I'm gonna make sure you see pictures of the food they've been throwing down.
And we support
like everything.
Everybody else too. It don't have to just be black owned. Like I said, we all gotta come together. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the black people, because we definitely need each other right now. Like, for real.
Already.
That's facts.
You know?
All right, that's everything. All right, appreciate y'all. All right, man. MoeNikkis, y'all. I just didn't want you to be like, oh, yo. You doing a video. Oh, that should be hitting.
Yeah, that's why I said, man,
you was like, let me wait. I'm going to wait. Get a little bit more up in the
interview not done yet. We ain't done yet. But nah, man, you know, you see what I mean in the sense of just how things happen. You know? Moments, man. We just
you just gotta make them happen, man. You gotta definitely just make them happen. Sometimes it be like, you know, it don't be feeling like you could do it, and like you say, you just be kind of listening to people, paying attention to what people be saying about, you know, the things you're doing.
Right.
And it's like, oh man, like you just start second guessing everything. It's like, nah,
don't
man,
make it right at the light.
You just gotta make them happen.
Then you just stay on to be over.
Because even the thing what you said they don't want to do, like that's cool. Get everybody together.
Man, like I said, I think about how I used to be back then, and to a degree I was so selfish in the mental approach and how I thought everything was based upon me, right?
Yeah.
Y'all, why me? Why me? And realizing, like, you know, you're no special than anybody else out here. You know what I mean? You take life for granted every day.
Yep.
30, like you don't underestimate what it takes to like get through a day, bro.
Yeah.
Like the brain itself is so complex. The things that make your body get through A to B, you know, that in itself lets me know that there is a creator, right? Because that shit is more advanced than a microchip, a goddamn camera lens, right? Think of all the camera lenses that we use, and that shit is not more accurate than your own damn vision. So what does that say? You know what I mean? So I was going to ask you, man, what's your thoughts about, you know, our people being Aborigines and, you know, the indigenous people of our land? And, I know it's tough. It's a
moving
very,
back to Africa?
No, because that's the whole, that's the trick, for real, in a sense. Like, how could we move to a country that we weren't born in?
Right.
We're from here.
Exactly.
Our ancestors were here. Exactly. And that's the whole point of the, like, it's tough to say this because we're so far into it, even blackness, right? Black is a color. But when we're talking about us, it's like, we're fucking, you know, the original people. Like, we're not black, we're not a color. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, it's tough, man.
Yeah,
it's tough,
like it's the DNA. It's the power of the DNA.
Even
like,
the natives,
our DNA
right?
has solved scientific problems. So it says a lot. But it's just getting people to understand that, like, and like we were talking about earlier, embracing
history.
Yeah.
Knowing, don't just take what they take, because again, it's very
what they teach you is systematic.
But that's what I'm saying, like, you know, to understand that I don't believe in stuff like Ancestry.com and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Because I feel like the amount of energy and effort that it would take to really like figure out the truth that you're looking for, there's no way in hell they would do that on a scale for like 1 million people. You would have to dig up bodies and all type of shit to really get
really go that far.
To really get the DNA. Everyone at some point their DNA traces them back to like Sierra Leone, Ghana. It's like 3 places everyone's from. It's like, come on, man. It's a trip bad because ultimately the white people that you see here are not from here. In fact, if you look at the origins of Caucasian people, they derive from the Middle East, Europe, and goddamn West Africa.
Yeah.
Wow, they have all white communities in Africa. So when they tell black people to go back to Africa, you tell their ass, no, nigga, you go back to Africa. Because you're not from here. And that's what I mean, and how they want us to buy into this whole, you know, back to Africa shit and things of that nature, because they want us to forfeit the land that we put so much blood, sweat, and tears, and energy in.
Exactly.
You know, the natives, the Indians, they are people. We have native in our blood. That's the missing link. But again, it's tough to say that, yo. In 2020, the shit I'm saying is like banned. I'd be labeled an extremist.
Right. It's not something you accept. It's not something you accept. But
don't take our word for it. Do your research. Do your own due diligence. You get what I mean? Because when you find out that all this shit is bullshit, that's when you realize you have to question everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. Your favorite artists, leaders, whoever, the education that you were taught, you have to question it all. Even down to flat earth, all that shit. Because at the end of the day, we don't know. Right. We don't know. I can't confirm or deny. Do we have a team of researchers that's out in space, you know what I mean, giving black folks information? No, therefore we have to depend on who? NASA. So it's certain things where it's like...
So it'll be controlled. It's all controlled information.
But somehow, some way, the truth always perseveres, right?
Yeah, already.
through events, through protests, through something. You know what I mean? God always speaks to us, and like I said, man, we just got to start loving each other more, understanding that these entertainers and these people that we revere so much, the people in your life is a celebrity. You know what I mean? The same energy that you put into Beyonce, the person like Mo, you should appreciate them the same. You know what I mean? Appreciate us the same. You know what I mean? The mailman, the teacher, the people that basically been holding us down during this whole pandemic while them folk been trying to negotiate some shit for 7 months. These are the people that got us through our day to day, man. If it weren't for them, even, you know, fuck the color, we just talking, you know, some real shit here, man. The fucking cashier, the simple shit. I'm that type of guy, yo. The simple shit is what, like, get me over, man. Because it's like, Baltimore gets this whole stigma about, like, negative energy and all that shit is a front. Because on the inside, we hurting like a motherfucker, man. We hurt like a bitch in Baltimore. Niggas shook. Oh, this death around us. That's why nobody go outside. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
so
man.
All that will go back to eventually voting, right? To some degree.
Hey, you know, we can bring it back. That's the perfect segue. I like what you did there. Yeah. Let's vote.
To some degree, it could go back to that, right?
Listen, man, we need politics as much as we need activism. You know, it's a balance. It's a scale. I don't believe you need one without. You need them both. You know what I mean? And it's up to us to educate ourselves on how to get the results that we always seek and want. And if it's all about them throwing a goddamn Coachella concert to get our vote, it's not going to take much for them to steal our votes and do exactly what they always wanted to do. You know, their own hidden agenda. Right. You know, so
absolutely.
Let's do this. Let's do this reaction right now.
Look, but I definitely wanted to do this reaction video. So I'm for voting. You know, I've been for voting for a long time. I know it's work with it. So me being for voting means that I'm not just focused on the presidential elections. I'm also coming back, you know, after the presidential election for the midterm elections to vote in our legislators and actually watching what they're doing, you know. And I'm one of them old school young folks who be watching like CW channels to see what they talking about, you know, in these political meetings and stuff, and just seeing what laws they trying to push out, and you really can see, like, if you just can get in with these people, you know, you can make a change. But, you know, Thomas, you know, he's not really against or for voting. He's more so like, you know, it's more so a thing of what are you doing to help the problems that we have already called out to you for years, you know.
We have to change our approach. Basically.
Yeah,
how can we change our approach? And somehow restore this relationship between politics and blacks in this country, because it's a reason why what's her name, Kimberly Klacik, and all of these people, right? Let's talk about it. It's a reason why
she's a Republican that's running for the state of Maryland.
Now think about that. One of the neighborhoods,
for those who don't know,
right? One of the ads that she ran, right? She was in one of my neighborhoods.
Yeah, walking down the street. It was clear on that street, though.
But again, this is 2020. Yeah. Right? I spent almost 20 years in that same community, and I will tell you that there weren't many politicians that did come around. And again, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat. You know, I'm an individual. I think for myself. That's just how it is. But I realize that now all of a sudden Republicans have all this ammunition, right? And they're using it, say, well, look at how the Democrats have failed you. Yeah. Ain't it crazy? Like we can, it's almost like Suge Knight at the Source Awards. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, you know, ain't you tired? Ain't that what Trump kind of said? Like, ain't you tired of shitty neighborhoods, terrible? What's the best, you know, how could you lose voting for me? That's basically what Trump has said.
I mean, but we've had Republican governors and mayors and everyone else, and it still hasn't been a change. No, it's like...
That's the trick. That's the whole trick bag. It's like, okay, now they're trying to convince to us that Republicans got our back, when knowing the origins of the Republican Party, we talked about this during the text, like, black folks initially were Republicans.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
And you have to ask yourself, well, damn, hold up, what, black folks were Republicans? What happened? Well, white supremacists, law enforcement colluded together to kill black Republicans and all the people that, you know, were a part of that party. And hence, this is why things have drastically changed today. Yep. So and again, you can research this. I want to say it's like the Louisiana massacre. There's plenty of documentation on events where our people were like slaughtered and massacred based on their political views and things of that nature. So there's a reason why there's some kind of resistance or fight back against the political system, because again, we were killed, we were lynched, you know what I mean, just for being educated, for fighting for what is right. So naturally there's going to be some kind of resistance because we know what comes with that.
Yeah, and it's a thing of it being like people have to understand like what the Democratic Party represents and what the Republican Party represents, and you be seeing like when you look at it, it's like, oh, so this is why you have so many people who are for Republicans, because it's like it's an advantage, you know, for your race.
When you get to that tax bracket,
yeah.
But you start getting that money, you be like, shit, I think I'm a Republican too.
No, but even still, you start to see like something as simple as abortion. You know, a lot of people keep saying, oh, you know, I'm against abortion because it's, you know, you're killing and taking someone's life, even though the majority or the average woman who gets an abortion, she does it before it's even a fetus, right?
Right.
So it's more so a thing of you are taking away and killing a race, and eventually you're getting to a point now where if the abortion rate gets so high, there won't be that race in particular to continue. So you as a minority, you wouldn't want that because you want your race, of course, to grow. Yeah. But of course, if you are the majority, you wouldn't want that because you don't want to become the minority.
Yeah.
So it's like you see it, and you can see why people wouldn't want you to be Republican. You can see why people wouldn't want you to be Democrat. But that's why I encourage people to be independent, and you hold people accountable in what they say and what they do, and they should align with the things that you see fit. And when you are independent, that's how you will really determine the popular vote and the electoral vote, because then that way you'll see like, okay, this person is doing something that my principles and values align with,
right?
And this person is not.
And you can reach them.
Yes,
you have access to them.
Exactly. And if everyone
You're not
thinks
reaching the
that
president.
way, yeah,
you ain't coming nowhere near close to that guy.
Exactly. And if everyone thinks that way, you will all vote for the person based off of principles and values. So look, we're gonna do this reaction video real fast.
Okay.
We definitely gonna check this out. So I'm gonna make sure. Look, I've been messing up people's names. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna say his name right. Yellow Pain.
Okay.
So it's called. Shout out, man. So Yellow Pain, my vote don't count.
Enough electoral votes, more than 270, more than enough to become the 44th President of the United States. He will be the first African-American President of the United States.
I've been broke all my life, but I kept hope all them nights. You see business in my city? Yeah, they closed all them twice. I was just riding down Salem, all them damn potholes I can't drive. I know y'all can fix it faster, but I know y'all won't try. Don't nobody care about us. And that's wrong vote. Voted for Obama back in 2012. I remember that's when I had hope. He was saying, yes, we can. And everybody got less food stamps. And when I turned 21, I was still broke. I'd never vote again. I don't think I ever had a president make my life better. Did it all on my own. Ain't no politician ever do a nice gesture. I don't even know the man's name. I ain't never seen her one time ever. Tell me how she gonna help the city. What I'm supposed to do, write letters? What I'm supposed to do, blame Trump? He ain't never really gave a ain't nobody raised minimum wage. None of these jobs pay enough. I think they just want to keep us broke, cause they ain't putting none in place for us. This how all my people feel, but we gotta learn. We complained enough, let me change it up. Everything I just said, everybody I know think the same way. See, they don't want to see us vote, and we never do, so we see the same thing. But all our votes really do count, and they'll never really let it show. So now I'm finna break it down, cause if I don't, you would probably never know. First thing first, you know back in middle school when they taught us, it was 3 branches of the government. We forgot it when we got older. It's the judicial, the legislative, and executive. But all we know is the executive. That's the mayor, or the governor, and the president. Now none of them 3 people make no laws, they just be checking them. The laws come to their desk and all they do is say no or yes to it. So when the new news station tried to tell us that Barack Obama couldn't put us on. We was all salty at Obama when it was the Congress members all along. We gotta focus on the legislative branch, yeah, they the ones that make the laws. Yeah, they the ones write how much food stamp money you get on the card. But when people that wanted to help us wanted the job, I know they probably lost. Cause we ain't even know their name, we ain't know their face, we ain't know it all. So the Congress or the State House, that's legislative, they make laws. So what we want from the president is what they do. Okay, y'all? See, they election every 2 years, but we don't ever even go to those. The Congress, they can raise minimum wage, but we ain't even really know it though. So you know how back in 08, when we all voted for Obama, we was all supposed to go back in 2010 and vote for the Congress. Cause they the ones make child support laws. They the ones choose if your kids at school get to eat steak or corn dogs. The State House make the court costs. So if the country failed, then you can't say it's them, it's your fault. Cause y'all ain't know to vote for Congress members that was for y'all. And they don't gotta leave after 4 years, and we just let them sit. See, they don't wanna tell you this, they want you to focus on the president. Now the third branch is the judicial, that's judges. They the reason why John Crawford and Trayvon ain't had justice. So when Meek Mill got locked up just for popping willies, we blame the judge and not the city when they let her get voted in. Cause they ain't know who to vote against. Imagine life on the other side. Roads better, schools better, everybody get their license back. Grocery store food better, custody of your kids back. Homeless people get new shelters. If we gon' fix the U.S., we gotta start with them 2 letters. Me and you. Somebody told us that the government wanna keep us broke, but the only reason why those people in the government is cause we ain't vote. And I ain't talking about the president, I'm talking about the ones we ain't know. See, they was gonna try to keep it low, but it's gonna hurt them when they see the pros.
Every time you stay home, someone is making a decision about you. Making decisions about the air you breathe, the water you drink, the food your kids eat, and how much money you bring home every 2 weeks. So every time you sit out an election, every time you don't show up because you think it doesn't matter, someone else is happy that you didn't show up, so they can make that decision for you. Vote.
I actually remember saying, shout out to bro, that was dope. I actually remember saying this went viral like last week.
Yeah.
So that shit on TikTok, all kind of shit. Now, shout out to bro. I mean, on the real, he makes valid points, and it's kind of touching, like we said earlier. You know, but what he gave you, was more than just go vote.
Exactly. He broke it down. He broke it down.
You're right, like you get in the right lane, bro.
Yep. He broke it down to what you
need to be spending your energy, effort, and time on. And again, I'm not opposed to voting because, again, there's some form of effectiveness to it. But the whole thought of just putting all the onus and responsibility on this individual, if that's what you feel like your vote is doing, you know what I mean, then ultimately you're never going to get the results you see fit. You may go right into life. You know, it always going to come down to us, you know what I mean, and what we do as the people. You know, and educating ourselves. And again, you know, the school systems and things of that nature, they don't really teach us that. They don't really go into detail of how it can be effective.
The impact of
right, and what we can do
like we
today.
just always told.
I mean, shout out to Miss Edwards. You know what I mean? She
you had Miss Edwards?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
okay.
I still remember some of the segments that she educated us on. Right. But at the end of the day,
every time I watch that video, I ain't gonna lie, I think about her. Like,
but you know, we never had a conversation on the effectiveness and how we can make a change and difference in our communities. You know, and like I said, it's always been primed to just, hey, we're gonna condition you to vote for the guy we want. You're gonna make the first left coming up. You know, we're gonna push you in the direction of the guy we want.
Exactly.
But I want to talk about your thoughts on what's her name, Catherine Pugh, right? And her arrest. Let's talk about it. You know, what was your thoughts when you initially heard that she was going to be arrested for the whole, it was like a book scam or something of that nature? You're gonna keep going down. It's like the last.
I feel like she was targeted as a cover up for others. Because what she's doing no different from what anybody else is doing.
Right.
You know, it's just that she got caught and they used her as this terrible person, you know, and you know, it could have been, she said it. She said, I wasn't even aware, you know, and it was something that I left.
This one next one, my bad.
And it was something that I left on my my team. And that's the thing, that's true. Like, it's sometimes you could be doing something and you're just not aware of what your team is doing, right?
Right.
And they used her as the scapegoat. They definitely used her as the scapegoat to kind of make that example of what people were already thinking of politicians. So when you see her getting arrested, you like, oh, we making an impact. We doing something. When the whole time you got all these other people, and other politicians who've been doing it for years, getting away with it. So.
But that's why I had to ask you, because I felt like now that's a thing where they're exploiting our black women.
Yep.
Right? Even with Miss Dixon, Sheila Dixon, right?
Yep.
Like, people are voting for her again. They're trying to get her back in there after all the things that I'm sure she didn't invent, scamming with the Walmart cards and things of that nature. She was taught this game.
They told her.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah,
so it's
definitely.
like, we have to be mindful of the system and the impression and how they use our own people against us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like I said, man, if you're still complaining in 2020, because again, I try not to, I don't want to hear my voice over and over. Like my cousin, shout out to Darius Johnson, Big Blue Holly. We just did a community cleanup. We've been doing this.
They do the community cleanups throughout the year, y'all. Like that's definitely a company you want to support and follow.
ACP,
like,
shout out to ACP.
Anybody that's keeping your community clean for free, like that's somebody you.
But look, it ain't even
support.
for free. It's like my man Brother Boone said. Shout out to 300 Gangsters. It's civil duty. This is your responsibility.
Yeah,
this is your community. And
yep.
if people get it confused when they see us pull up in these communities and start cleaning up, you know what I mean? They take it a certain, different. Why do people just clean? I've had people say, "Why are y'all cleaning up? Why y'all? It's gonna be dirty tomorrow." Not realizing my cousin, this is his community.
Yeah.
He lives here. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like we have this thought in our mind. Like,
I got you.
Again, if your house is dirty, you're gonna clean it, right?
Right.
You're not gonna wait for your cousin or whoever that lives there, somebody you had over. Like this, the responsibility lies on you, and we have to understand that these are our communities. Expect even this pandemic. This showed you, what I mean, like who's the priority and who isn't. Our people have been in need for months. It's October. It's safe to say you're probably not gonna get another stimulus till next year. $1,200 is supposed to get you through. $1,200. You was already in the hole now because you already owed them for that month. You lost your job. $1,200 was supposed to get you through the rest of the year. So that lets you know, as far as assistance and help and someone coming to help us, rescue us, it's not going to happen. We have to save ourselves. We have to change the approach. This pandemic is very unfortunate, but in the same breath, it kind of evened the playing field because our people have been in this position for decades.
Well, just to list a couple of them off, what would you say is something? No, you good, man. What's some approaches that people could take when you're thinking about it? Like, I definitely know entrepreneurship. Just having your own, just put you in a different mindset of just being that free, creative, individual thinker that you are. Like, I know that will already elevate you into taking a different approach, because then it's like you'll start to see, like, I don't need certain things that we're taught in our lives that we do need and we rely on solely. And it's like, with your, like, the prime example, like for your government, when you think about you having to vote and you do vote, I feel like you should still exercise that right to vote. But even if it doesn't go your way, it's like, all right, that's cool, but I still did, my civil duty, and I still voted. But you're not gonna stop my hustle. You're not gonna stop my flow. Right. I'ma still make
playing your part. You're doing whatever you can to help out of the situation that we're in.
Exactly. So what approaches do you
honestly
suggest or you have?
Just awareness, education, informing yourself, and basically what I'm saying is try a different approach.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I'm not opposed to voting. I would never tell someone not to utilize their vote or anything of that nature. But again, it's more than just showing up to the photo op and putting on the sticker.
Exactly.
Because lives are affected, generations are affected by these votes, and that is very true. But until we understand that we are way more powerful together than individually, and we have to collectivize our votes and kind of hold them ransom. You know what I mean? Hold on to our votes collectively and really sift through the candidates that's really going to give us results. Don't just take their word for it. Really do the results, do the due diligence, do the research, and see how effective they are. You know what I mean? As politicians.
You could research this, y'all. It's there.
But we have to get out of this mentality of like, a few of us made it, so it's possible. Like, that is how it's designed. For every 100, there's going to be a Jay-Z. For every 300, there's going to be an Oprah. It's like that. And when you finally get to that other side, you realize you're in a room full of people that don't represent you, don't look like you. You got all this money, but you still feel empty.
Yep.
Because you're not surrounded by people that you grew up with that made you who you were. So ultimately, I just feel like we just have to reboot, change our approach, change our perspective on how we approach politics. Because I don't feel confident that those debates gave you anything. I didn't hear no one on both sides like parade for any candidate after those debates because everyone felt embarrassed watching it.
Yeah.
It was a shouting match. People's lives are on the line right now, and we have to wait until they're done, throwing temper tantrums and actually can be adults for a change. Pelosi and these guys, the Democrats and the Republicans.
Yep.
But in the meantime, man, just love each other and just, try to make a difference. I know it's tough because I don't know it all. You know what I mean? I'm sure you don't know it all either.
Right.
But you got to start somewhere. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? YouTube, it might not be for you. Sedan service might not be for you. Mm-hmm. But it's something out here that you just have to find your way. You know what I mean? It's okay to go through some shit. I've been through many different phases trying to figure out who I was as an individual, as a person. But when you finally, reach the position that that you're supposed to be in, you'll know. You'll actually embrace it even more. Even with you and your platform, you're more comfortable. You're more relaxed.
I remember when I first started, I was like,
squinting, is everything okay? Lighting.
I'm supposed to respond
It gets better with time, man. But
you get real confident with
start with your community. Start with your neighbor. Start right there where you see every single day. You know what I mean? That's where it really starts. At home. It's tough because we're in 2020. So much influence and social engineering, the platforms and pushing narratives and stuff. But at the end of the day, as parents, leaders, men, we still have to educate. We still have to separate reality from the bullshit.
Absolutely.
Movies, all that shit is entertainment. It's not real life.
Absolutely.
And we get too caught up in the camera and all that bullshit when in reality, man, this is real.
Yeah, real life.
You know what I mean? Even now, like, this is a segment that we recorded, but at the end of the day, when the shit gets shut down, my man got to go back to his life and figure out what's best for him.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's why we talked about mental health and the importance of it. And we all go through that shit, man. We all at times feel depressed, feel low, but thanks to the Creator, through the blessings of Jah, like, we have the power that He put in us to make the change. Like, that shit's more powerful than a dollar, sex, idea that you envision manifesting and bringing that to life. Man, that's a
it
whole
makes you want to face the change. It makes you want to face it.
Pretty much.
Already. Yeah, man, y'all. So Thomas Butler, y'all. I definitely want y'all to definitely go into his platform.
Sensei Rip.
Look, Thomas Butler, Sensei Rip. Look, I known him before everything, so it's like, I definitely just
I got brothers.
You.
We got the same name, so people
we got to distinguish. We got to keep it separate. Right?
We got a youngster. He's in
so
digital.
Sensei Rip. Sensei Rip, man. We gonna keep it simple for him. So I just want y'all to definitely check this man out, man. Like, I appreciate him. Like, even from the beginning, I told y'all how he reached out to me. He asked me any way he could help me with my platform, and just, he's all about supporting people. Like, he's all for the people. Like, so, just definitely go check him out. Kings TV Entertainment.
This boy lit, man. Forgotten Kings TV.
Forgotten Kings TV Entertainment. Look,
just Forgotten Kings TV
the name,
with a Z. With a Z.
With a Z. Yeah. But I'm going to make sure everything is below for y'all to see. I'm going to make sure y'all on there. Everybody correcting me, y'all. I'm just enjoying myself.
He's sipping on this exclusive Real Ride wine right now.
Yeah, like, I'm not chauffeuring out. I'm in the back. I'm chilling. I'm with the guests. This is our first time where we back, like, in the vehicle.
I've been waiting, man. I was
he told me, he was like, you gotta pull up. You gotta pull up. Like, I don't want to do no virtual. You gotta pull up. So,
man, real shit.
Yeah, man. So I'm glad this worked out. So, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for coming on, man.
And I look forward to the many more segments that we're gonna talk about. Before we go, I just want to shout out Del Vaughn.
Yes, sir.
Dello Flicks.
Dello Flicks, man.
Got a shout
Video advertisements. he provides short video advertisements, y'all. Definitely reach out to him. Like, you know,
yes, man.
Social media is the platform. Like, everybody's on social media, so he could definitely elevate you and take you to that next level.
I had to shout him out on cam because I know he's very active behind the scenes, and we've had several conversations about, you know, what we're going to do in the future. So just you know, stay in tune, you know, with the platforms, The Real Ride, of course.
Absolutely.
ForgottenKingzTV, the Enjoy Yourself podcast. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the black businesses in the city.
Yes, sir.
Keep It Clean Services with
Rel Gregory. Yes,
you know
sir.
Be on, you know, the interview be on the way. We're gonna set that up real soon.
Yeah.
Jafari Beats. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bro Jafari.
Man, call him out, bro. Call him out. Like, call him out.
Shay, Uncommon Realist. That's another photographer from the city, man. She's got a lot of projects going on. Cam, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's so
many.
It's a
network.
It's so many.
Network.
Exactly.
So when you rock with us, man, you're a part of the family. You're gonna
see him on all platforms, and sometimes you're gonna see some on the platform of Forgotten Kings TV, and then they gonna come right over to The Real Ride, and you just, it's different perspectives,
right.
You know. So it's like it's all love, and we just want y'all to really get to know these people, you know, from Baltimore. Like, we just trying to put people on, you know, in any way that we can, and just bring light, like, just support, show love, show positivity, man. So that's definitely what this is about.
I appreciate you, bro. I really do. This is a unique experience that I feel like, you know, this platform, it needs to be pushed to the forefront. You know, people need to understand that the other shit that you see, that shit is scripted. This is real. This man
just talking.
He's pulling up on you. It's no sugarcoat. There's no preparation. This is just, it is what it is. You know, I brought notes, but I didn't even get into it.
I was like, oh man, I probably should write some notes, man. I was like, nah, we gonna be real with it. We gonna be real with it.
Thank you so much for, you know, just extending your platform, having me on, bro. It's a blessing to be here. You know, even shout out to the driver for safely, you know, picking us up.
Yes, sir. Jaquan Bryant already.
Shout out, get him his 5 stars.
Yeah, like, he had us. We were good.
Real shit. I'm telling you, this is a quality service, man, that I definitely would recommend. Better than Uber experiences or any other transportation experience. And I ain't trying to throw nobody in the bus. Some good drivers, but I'm just saying, you know, if you're willing to support these other entities, why not support my bro here? Right?
Exactly.
Why not? It doesn't hurt nobody. You know what I mean? So
exactly, man.
Yeah.
So that's love, yo.
I love, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Already, bro.
Already.
Till next time.
All right, next time, yeah.
Peace.